The lights of the MGM National Harbor burned like molten gold as thousands of fans pressed into their seats, each one sensing they were about to witness something rare, a collision of undefeated talent, a test not just of skill but of spirit. The Ukrainian anthem drifted through the arena first, haunting and proud, echoing through steel rafters as Alexander Usyk stepped into view with the quiet calm of a man walking toward destiny. His gaze was steady, his shoulders relaxed, but every step carried the weight of a nation that believed in his brilliance. Across the ring, Michael the Bounty Hunter made his entrance with equal fire, wrapped in American colors, fueled by a legacy carved by his father and sharpened by the hardships that defined his upbringing. He wasn't here to politely challenge a champion. He was here to rewrite expectations. When the fighters stepped into the ring, tension rippled through the crowd like a silent storm. Usyk, an artist, a technician, a master sculptor of movement, stood only a few feet from Hunter, the fierce and determined American who had vowed he would not be another name on Usyk's growing masterpiece. The referee brought them close, their eyes locked. Hunter versus tactician, ambition versus destiny. No words passed between them, but everything was understood. One would rise, one would fall, and neither would leave unchanged. The bell was seconds away, the noise swelling, the intensity sharpening, gloves raised, breaths steady, minds focused. And then ding, the first sound of the night that mattered cut through the air. The war for control, pride, and survival began. From the opening second, the fight unfolded with startling clarity. This would not be a slow tactical start, but a high-speed chess match fought with fists. Usyk circled left, light on his feet, probing with the jab like an investigator gathering clues. Yet it was Hunter who disrupted expectations early, darting forward with sharper, quicker bursts than anyone predicted. His right hand snapped through the guard, landing flush enough to make the arena gasp. Usyk didn't stumble, but his eyes narrowed, respect earned instantly. Hunter refused to be intimidated by the champion's movement. He cut the ring, stepped into angles, and fired combinations that showed he had come prepared to challenge the king on his own battlefield. Usyk remained composed, studying the patterns, adjusting the rhythm. He tapped Hunter with the jab, feinted with subtle shifts, attempted to lure him into a trap. But Hunter's reactions were crisp, his defense alert. The American's confidence grew with each exchange. He wasn't just scoring. He was disrupting, preventing Usyk from slipping into the familiar tempo that usually broke opponents. A right hand to the body, a left hook upstairs, a pivot out of danger. Hunter was fighting like a man who had waited years for this very moment, and he wasn't wasting a second of it. The crowd sensed the tension, murmuring at every clean shot, rising to their feet as the action picked up. Usyk exhaled slowly between combinations, recalibrating, recognizing that this challenger was not here to fold. The first rounds ended with no clear dominance, but with a powerful truth emerging. Michael Hunter had earned the champion's full attention, and that alone set the stage for something unforgettable. By the middle rounds, Usyk's adjustments began taking shape like a tide creeping in, slowly at first, then irresistibly. He no longer chased Hunter, he guided him. Subtle steps left, sudden pivots out, feints that froze Hunter for half a second, just long enough for the champion to exploit. Usyk doubled the jab, not with power, but with precision, using it like a painter setting strokes before delivering color. Then came the shift. Sharp left hands slammed into Hunter's ribs, one after another, each landing with a thud that echoed through the crowd. Those body shots drained the American's legs, stealing inches of movement, slowing the dance he had executed so well earlier. Hunter still fired back bravely, right hands, hooks, quick bursts, but his attacks no longer came clean. Usyk smothered them with footwork, slit them by millimeters, then countered with punches Hunter didn't see until impact. The pressure intensified, Usyk stepped closer, crowding the space, forcing Hunter into uncomfortable exchanges. A snapping right jab snapped back Hunter's head, a left cross landed over the top, then another digging shot to the midsection folded him momentarily. The champion was dissecting him, piece by piece, yet Hunter refused to wilt. His heart showed in the way he bit down on the mouthpiece and fought through punishment, swinging back with pride, grit, and desperation. But the momentum had shifted heavily. Usyk's punches now flowed in combinations, 3, 4, 5 at a time, each sequence draining more from Hunter's reserves. The crowd felt the shift and roared with each surge of offense. The storm was coming. The only question was whether Hunter could withstand it. When the championship rounds arrived, both men carried visible marks of the war. Hunter's body bore the bruises of Usyk's precision targeting, and his movement, once fluid and unpredictable, now carried the heaviness of accumulated punishment. Yet the determination in his eyes had not dimmed. He met the center of the ring with defiance, refusing to let the champion dictate without resistance. Usyk, however, sensed the weakening spirit beneath the stubbornness. He stepped in with renewed aggression, throwing combinations in seamless flows: jab, jab, straight left, hook downstairs, pivot, repeat. Hunter absorbed them, gritting through the pain, firing back in pockets of desperation that drew roaring appreciation from the crowd. Every punch he landed was a statement that he would not be bullied, not be broken, not be dismissed. But Usyk's mastery in the late rounds was undeniable. He aimed for the same rib again and again, the sound of leather on flesh echoing, folding Hunter forward, forcing him to retreat toward the ropes. Still, the American stood. He clinched when needed, rolled shots on instinct, and tried to answer with his own right hands. The referee watched closely, the crowd rising to their feet with every rally, sensing that both men were pushing past their limits. Usyk, relentless, walked Hunter down with surgical pressure. Hunter, courageous, refused to surrender. The drama was raw, gripping, unforgettable. Two undefeated fighters trading not only punches, but pride, heart, and legacy. The final round began with the sound of a crowd roaring in anticipation, knowing they were about to witness the last chapter of a brutal, beautiful war. Hunter stepped out of his corner, battered but unbroken, determined to finish on his feet. Usyk advanced with a champion's certainty, firing crisp jabs and left hands, digging once more into the body that had taken so much damage. Hunter staggered, but refused to fall, swinging back with the last remnants of his strength. Catching Usyk with a right hand that momentarily shifted the energy in the arena. The fans exploded. Everyone felt the emotion, the pride, the sheer will of a man refusing to be conquered. Usyk responded with a final surge, combinations tearing through the guard, forcing Hunter to fight every second for survival. The referee hovered, but never intervened, because Hunter, through pain, exhaustion, and adversity, kept answering. The final 10 seconds brought a roar unlike anything before. Two warriors in the middle of the ring, trading punches, trading heart, trading legacy. Then the bell. A wave of relief and admiration swept the arena. Usyk returned to his corner, victorious. Hunter collapsed onto his stool, proud but drained. The judges read their scores. Unanimous decision. And still, the WBO cruiserweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk. The crowd erupted. Usyk had proven his mastery once again. Hunter didn't win the title, but he won something equally powerful: the respect of fans worldwide. And when both men embraced in the center, sweat-soaked and exhausted, the respect was mutual. On that night, in that ring, they delivered something far beyond a fight. They delivered a story of heart, courage, and the relentless pursuit of greatness.